Hi Aries, how you guys doing? So, welcome to the channel or welcome back. So, how are all these changes going? A lot has changed, almost everything, if not everything. A lot has changed with you guys in the past month or two, and it's been a crazy ride. I mean, how are you guys feeling? Have you even stopped to like think about it? Because I know that you haven't really had a lot of time to reflect. Child consciousness. Okay, so this is interesting. Page of Swords. So what these changes kind of feel like, especially with relationships right now, it feels kind of like we were when we were children, where our parents would take us somewhere and we really didn't have a say because we're kids and maybe we had to go to the store with them or whatever the situation is, right? And we're just kind of being led and we don't have a choice in the matter. You just kind of are going with the flow and doing what you're told to do. And in that childlike type of mindset, it kind of feels like we're in that right now, where it's just like we're being led down these certain paths with these certain people, and it feels like we have no control or no say in the matter. It's kind of interesting. I feel like a lot of you don't want to sit down and look at it and reflect and just kind of ask yourself, how are you feeling about all these changes? Because possibly you might be uncomfortable or afraid of what you'll see or feel. I don't know. It's getting a little deep. I don't want to get that deep, you guys. I know, it's just one of those things. Retrograde. Okay, so Kuan Yin, the Empress. The Empress is coming out in your favor, and it's feeling like the compassionate side of you and the side of you that has all the care in the world for people and places and things, that's all spilling out of you lately. And it's all this love and compassion and doing things for people without even stopping to think if you feel like doing it. You're just kind of on autopilot, or you just do it because that's just something you have to do. It's just, you don't have a choice, right? That's kind of what it feels like. And I want to ask you guys how you're feeling, because I don't know if anyone's really stopped to ask you that, let alone yourself. And I think it's an important thing, especially this month. Bottom of the deck, I just took a little peek and I couldn't stop looking at it. The Death card, Kali. Okay, so we have, and a deity. Okay, great. We have the Great Void. But let's talk about this real quick. The Death card, this cycle of feeling like there's so much of a door that has been closed, or multiple doors that have been closed, and all these changes are happening, and it feels like all these endings, but it's like hard to switch the perception to say, what are all the new beginnings? Because it just kind of feels like a bunch of endings. And I know that there has to be endings before beginnings and all this, right? So after death is a rebirth. And I think this might scare you a little bit, and that's just an empathetic note that I'm feeling. It might be a little scary to look at, and I'm not judging you for that, because trust me, I understand. It is scary to face those deaths or those endings, because it's sad. We might not want certain things to end, certain things that were comfortable or happy or fun, and they could have seemed great. But in order to grow, we need that change. We need those endings to have these beginnings. So really be patient with yourself and super conscious and aware of how you're treating yourself, especially in these couple months, because you're giving, right? There's so much that you have to offer. But who is really doing something for you? Hopefully you're getting Jagger. Hopefully you're getting treated right and given a lot of what you're putting into a relationship or a situation. Okay, there's a lot going on. I don't want to get too deep, but okay. I know you guys don't want to get deep. Maybe that's why I'm like, I don't want to get deep. So, yeah, it could be really uncomfortable. Depletion. So, 8 of Cups, there is a sense of this heaviness of walking away from something or something walking away from you, and kind of this emotional drain, this emotional feeling of missing something or missing someone. And I know you guys are afraid if you really stop and look at it, you know, if you really take a look at what's going on, then you'll have to feel those feelings and go down that path. And I know that you don't really want to do that, especially during this time, because not just of retrograde and not just because it's, you know, a certain type of person you're dealing with. It's I don't even know how to say this. It's not even like the timing. It's just what the actual thing that happened was. It doesn't matter that if it was good timing or bad timing. You guys just aren't thrilled that these changes may have happened. Everything seems to have changed or ended, or, you know, multiple people may have told you certain things that that you're not thrilled with, and I don't know how you guys are going to respond to that, or how you did respond to it, because it's not really about the timing of all this happening. It's kind of just that it happened. Doesn't matter if it was a year ago, 2 months ago, 2 days ago. It's kind of just like, well, you know, maybe I wish I would have said something different or handled that different, or, you know, you could play the if game. Not like you guys have regrets, but you could just really be in a mourning phase. And it's okay to be in that phase. And everyone mourns differently, whether that changes your relationship or a career, or even a physical change. There's so much that has changed that it feels very drastic, and you guys don't even want to look at really how drastic it is, because it's scary, but it's okay to be like that. I'm trying to say it's okay to not want to look at it or face it right now, because it could be too much, and it could be, you know, everyone mourns differently. Everyone shuts doors differently, closes doors differently on their chapters in life. So now that you're onto this new chapter, which I don't really like saying chapters of life because it's all one life, but phase, stage, whatever you want to call it, this new beginning. We've had this death, and now we have to get through to the other side with the rebirth. And it will come in due time. You guys are going to be patient. Here you go. Hello, Aries. This is an Aries card, centering, 2 of Wands. If you can see, there's an Aries sign, and this is just solidifying that this is the right and proper reading for you guys. So, centering, it will happen. It will be something that will have to come naturally to you. You know, if you go out looking for it and seeking it, it's gonna be harder to find. You have to go within and face yourself and ask yourself how you're feeling, how you're doing, how you can do some self-care for real, self-care. How can you take care of yourself right now, today, tonight, whatever it is? How can you recenter yourself? Recalibrate. Make sure you're okay with the changes, or make sure you're okay just in general. Reflect. And hopefully that will take us on to a more conscious way of living and having that rebirth. And it will be beautiful. It's just right now we're in that mourning phase. Okay, you guys, I think that makes sense, and I think I'll stop it there. I could go deeper with you guys, and I really wanted to get, I don't know. I think you guys just don't want to go deep right now, and that's okay. So I'm just kind of saving that for a later date. And I love you guys so much. If you guys want to subscribe, that would be awesome. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my link is down below. And I love you guys so much. All right, bye-bye.